My Highness, the Queen of the Mambo Kingdom, the Queen Mother Umasbia, and the Mambo Royal Family, the Mambo Royal Council, all traditional chiefs here present, senior government officials, all traditional leaders present, the business community, community-based organizations represented, all invited guests, the media, traditional performing arts groups, entertainers, those joining us through live streaming, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to welcome you to this momentous and historic annual event where we come together to celebrate our identity and our Mambo Dynasty Kingdom. As I have mentioned countless times before, the issue of our kingdom cannot be avoided any further, as it is very key towards bringing our people together and building a nation that celebrates its diversity, and one that is proud of its rich cultural values and norms. We are also very proud to be identified with our beautiful physical and natural features, such as mountains and rivers, hence the mentioning of them in our national anthem. Our environment forms part of our identity and our beliefs. Zimbabwe is a beautiful country, and Zimbabweans are beautiful, peace-loving people who shall be protected at all times. And that remains at the top of our priority. It is unfortunate that our people are subjected to ill treatment tendencies in some countries, like South Africa. Some of the injustices that have happened to our people are just too painful and cannot be ignored. This kingdom is committed to work with all stakeholders, including the government, towards providing a lasting solution to our people, so that all the children of Zimbabwe can come back home and will live as people together in peace and harmony. It was a mistake from the onset to exclude the kingdom on the crafting of our independence in 1980, and that mistake has not been corrected to date. The time has come now for the government of Zimbabwe to fully recognize and provide much needed assistance for this kingdom to fully execute its objectives. I want to take this opportunity and assure each and every person who belongs to this country that this kingdom has no interest whatsoever in interfering with the politics of the day, but it is here to provide needed support and guidance on cultural related issues. This kingdom remains committed towards destroying all divisive elements that seeks to divide our country in any way. Divisive elements must be condemned by all possible means, because this country was unified for a purpose and shall remain in that format. Ours is to teach and promote peace and love to our communities across the country. As a kingdom, we regret and mourn all the painful moments of our background. Conflict have always been there, dating way back, and a lot of bloodshed has been witnessed in the process. I want to say this today. all the blood that has been shed in this land of our forefathers has caused severe spiritual wounding, which requires immediately attention by this kingdom in order to calm down the spiritual anger and seek a peaceful path to the future. This is a compulsory exercise that the kingdom shall spearhead to complement all efforts by government and other stakeholders who seek to see peace and prevail in the now and in the future. We are Africans. As such, we need to reconnect with our spirituality in order to chart a progressive way forward. It is unfortunate that in embracing other hostile religions, we have ignored and destroyed our own identity, and that has to be corrected. The purification of our country spiritually is long overdue, yet critical process, and I am committed to continue making this call until those in authority come on board. I hereby make a special request to Honorable Mike Moyo, who is our MP here in Mzingwane, to take this message to the Honorable Speaker of Parliament. Please tell him to establish a parliamentary committee that will deliberate and come to a recommendation on the issue of this kingdom as soon as possible. The task of this kingdom is massive and pivotal for this country to move forward peacefully. I have been struggling to implement key national tasks for 3 years without the assistance of government, and I request that the government comes on board through its relevant department so that we can together carry out all these important tasks and restore the dignity of our people. As the nation prepares for the national harmonized election next year, I humbly appeal to all political parties, all our communities, and all stakeholders to maintain peace throughout the process. One loss of life through political conflict is one too many. Let us all understand that we are all Zimbabweans before we belong to various political parties. I call upon all leaders of political parties to pledge their commitment to peaceful engagement towards, during, and after elections. As a kingdom, we are committed in working with all our communities and other stakeholders in promoting peace. We respect the political sphere and we understand its role. However, we do not have any intentions to participate in activities that are political by nature. Part of the work ahead includes molding our young people into responsible Zimbabweans who uphold their cultures and remain focused on developmental goals. The level of substance abuse by young people in our communities is of concern. As mentioned above, bloodshed causes spiritual uneasiness, and I therefore call upon our people, in particular in the mining sector, to desist from violent tendencies that have contributed to the increase in murder cases countrywide. We are a caring nation, and let us find other amicable means of settling our dispute instead of killing each other. I need you and you need me. Let us cultivate the spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood in all our socio-economic and political sectors. I care about each and every person in this country, and you should be assured that this kingdom belongs to all of you. With the economic hardship that we are facing as a nation, our livestock becomes the backbone of our rural investment, and when stock theft cases continue to increase, it gives me sleepless nights, as it hits our people where it hurts most. I therefore appeal to law enforcement agencies to work hard in fighting this cruelty. I also wish to encourage our communities to unite and ensure that neighborhood teams are effective in uprooting these criminal elements. I have worked on a number of strategies to deal with such problems, and we await for full endorsement by government so we can enroll all the possible solutions. In conclusion, our focus going forward is to continue providing the necessary guidance on cultural related matters to our communities throughout the country under the values of peace, unity, and prosperity. Our doors remain open to each and every child of Zimbabwe who is in the country and beyond our borders. We believe in inclusiveness approach to our issues, and I wish to emphasize that as the king of this land, I am prepared to work with all cultural groupings and establishment, as they also have a role to play in this broad concept. To all the chiefs, headmen, and the village heads, you are the custodians of our culture in our communities, and you should take pride in your work, which includes solving disputes in your local courts. You deserve more powers and respect. Last but not least, we send our condolences to the British royal family on the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. May her soul rest in peace. The whole world is mourning. This shows the seriousness and the respect that is given to the traditional leadership in the first world countries. As Africans, we shall be ashamed of abandoning our own cultures and the traditions in the name of trying to please the foreign cultures. May this be a lesson and an eye-opener to all of us on how important it is to jealously guard our values and the principles. For as long as we keep shunning our own spirituality, we will not be able to rescue ourselves from this suffering. The solution to our problem is in our own hands. Let us work together in guiding our society. Zimbabwe will always remain a united village under my kingship. One king, one Zimbabwe, one nation. Our culture is our identity. I am an African. I thank you.